terakhir lah anjir. Wah, mengarik dingin. 2, 3. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow debaters. Welcome to this round of the Asian Parliamentary Debate. My name is Reisha Jani Fahira, and I will be your chairperson for today's debate. Each speaker has up to 7 minutes. I will give 3 time signals. After 1 minute, I will signals once like this. After this, the debaters on the other team make our point of information. At 7 minutes, I will sign up twice like this. After this, no more point of information may be offered through the rest of the speech. At 7 minutes, I will make a triple signal like this. Of this, the speaker must be concluded within a few seconds. I would like to introduce sitting on my right side, representing government team. We have Kiferil Salwa as the first speaker, Ihtibar Nisa as the second speaker, and Rahmawati as the third speaker. And sitting on my left side, representing the opposition team, we have Sekar Nurbaiti as the first speaker, Tita Yudia as the second speaker, and Dinda Ayu Maharani as the third speaker. The motion for this debate is this House believes that social media platforms should be legally responsible for misinformation shared on their platforms. It gives me a great pleasure to invite the first speaker for the government team to open the debate. Please welcome Kiferil Salwa. You may start your speech in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for chairperson to opportunity. Good morning everyone, my name is Kiferil Salwa with student number 22232240024. And today I stand as the Prime Minister of the government team. The motion before this House is House believes that social media platforms should be legally responsibility for misinformation shared of their platform. We strongly support this motion. Before presenting our argument, let me define some key terms. Social media platforms refer to online platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. Legality responsibility means that their company can face legal consequences if they fail to take reasonable action to prevent the spread of harmful misinformation. Ladies and gentlemen, our team believes that social media platforms should be legality responsibility because they play a major role in spreading information to millions of people. First argument, misinformation causes harm. Today, many people rely on social media as their primary source of information. Unfortunately, false information spreads faster than factual information. For example, misinformation about health issues, election, or public safety can create panic, confusion, and even endanger belief. When false information reaches millions of users, the impact is not small, it affects such as a war. Therefore, platforms must be held accountable for allowing harmful misinformation to spread widely. Second argument, social media platforms profit from content. Social media companies earn money from use engagement. The more people click, share, comment, and watch content, the more profit the company generates through advertising. Because the platform financially benefit from content share of their service, they should also bear responsibility when misinformation is applied to their algorithm. Yes?
How can platforms monitor billions of posts?
These companies already use artificial intelligence and moderation system to detect hate speech, violence, and copyright violation. Therefore, misinformation can also be addressed using similar technology. Okay? Because their platform financially benefit from content shared on their service, they should also bear responsibility when harmful misinformation is applied to the algorithm. They cannot simply enjoy the profit while avoiding responsibility for the negative consequence. 3 arguments. Legal responsibility creates accountability. Without legal responsibility, many platforms may not take sufficient action against misinformation. If legal consequence exists, combined with invest more in fact, checking system, contact moderation, and user protection. The policy does not mean punishing every mistake. It means ensuring that platforms make reasonable effort to reduce the speed of misinformation. Ladies and gentlemen, social media platforms have the technology, resources, and influence to control what a part of their platform. Therefore, they should also carry responsibility when misinformation cause harm for the nation. We finally support this motion. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the first government speaker for the speech. And now to open the case for the opposition team, please welcome Scott Mulbeti. You may start your speech in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Good morning, everyone. My name is Conor Betty, and I stand as the leader of opposition. Today, we firmly oppose the motion. This House believes that social media platforms should be legally responsible for misinformation served on these platforms. Okay, while we acknowledge that misinformation is a serious issue, we believe that holding social media platforms legally responsible is neither fair or practical. The first, responsibility should remain with the user. The people who create and share misinformation are the ones who should be held accountable, not the platform. Social media platforms are merely tools for communication. Just a telecom company is not responsibility for false information sent during a phone call. Social media companies should not be legally responsible for every post made by their user. Second, freedom of expression. If platforms face legal punishment for misinformation, they will become overly cautious. As a result, they might remove large amounts of content simply to avoid legal risk. This could limit public discussion and supports legitimate opposition. Freedom of expression is a fundamental right that must be protected. And the last, it is difficult to determine what is misinformation. Not every issue is black and white. Information changes over time and explainers often disagree on complex topics. Therefore, forcing platforms to decide what is true or false creates uncertainty and might lead to unfair decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, the government wants to place an unrealistic burden on social media companies. The real responsibility should remain with individuals who internationally create and spread false information. For this reason, oppose this motion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the first opposition speaker for this speech. And now to open the case for the government team, please welcome Titi Vanessa. You may start your speech in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you for the chairperson for the opportunity. So, good morning everyone. My name is Titi Vanessa and the student number is 22232400028. And I stand as a Deputy Prime Minister of the government team. Before presenting my argument, I would like to respond to the opposition statement. The opposition claims that users should be solely responsible for misinformation. However, this argument ignores the fact that social media platforms actively promote content through algorithms. A false post shared by 1% can quickly reach millions because the platform chooses to amplify it. The opposition also argues that legal responsibility threatens freedom of speech. We disagree. Our proposal targets harmful misinformation, not personal opinions or constructive discussions. Freedom of speech should not be used as an excuse to spread false information that can harm society. Furthermore, the opposition says it is difficult to identify misinformation, while it may not always be easy. Social media platforms already use advanced technology and fact-checking to detect harmful. Yes.
Platforms are not the creator of misinformation. Why should they be punished?
Okay, I will answer because they actively amplify and distribute that misinformation to millions of users through their algorithm. Is it answer? Okay, so I will begin. Therefore, its flagging in misinformation is not impossible. Now I would like to present our additional arguments. The fourth argument is about social media platforms have the technology and resources. Social media companies are among the largest and most powerful companies in the world. They invest heavily in artificial intelligence, data analysis, and also content moderation systems. If they can detect copyright violation, hate speech, and violent content, they can also improve their system to reduce the spread of misinformation. Therefore, claiming that monitoring misinformation is impossible is simply not convincing. The fifth argument is about legal responsibility to protect public trust. People depend on social media for news and information every day. When misinformation spread unchecked, public trust in online information decreases. By holding platform legally responsible, we encourage them to create a safer and more trustworthy digital environment. This benefits not only user but also society as a whole. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's debate is not about limiting freedom of speech. It is about answering and accountability. Social media platforms have enormous influence over that information research, the public, and with that influence comes responsibility. For this reason, we strongly support this motion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the second government speaker for the speech. And now, to open the case for the opposition team, please welcome Rita Yudio. You may start your speech in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rita Yudia. My student number is 222 32 40 100, and I stand as the deputy leader of opposition. Before presenting my argument, I would like to respond to the government team. The government claimed that platforms should be responsible because they amplify through algorithm. However, amplification does not equal authorship. Social media companies do not create misinformation. The individual who post and share false information are the real source of the problem. The government also argued that legal responsibility will improve accountability. Furthermore, the government believes that platforms have enough technology to solve misinformation. Technology is not perfect. AI can make mistakes and may incorrect the truthful information as misinformation. And now, let me present our additional argument. So, the argument is legal responsibility is unfair and unrealistic. Every minute, millions of posts, video, comments, and messages are uploaded across social media platforms. Expecting companies to monitor every piece of content accurately is unrealistic. Even with advanced technology, mistakes are inevitable. Therefore, it is unfair to punish platforms for content they did not create.
Yohan.
Yes?
Okay, so if a platform algorithm intentionally boosts misleading content because it generates engagement, so why should the platform avoid responsibility for implying that form?
Okay.
That harm. Sorry.
Thank you. By that logic, should internet provider, phone company, or email services also be legally responsible whenever misinformation spread through their networks? Because platforms facilitate communication, but the creator of the misinformation remains the party responsible for it. Is it answered? Okay.
I will continue my argument. So the next argument is this policy may harm innovation. If companies face constant legal risk, they may spend more resources on avoiding lawsuits than on improving their services. Smaller social media companies may struggle to survive under the regulation. As a result, innovation and competition in the digital industry could decrease. So, ladies and gentlemen, the government proposal sounds simple, but in practice, it creates censorship, unfair liability, and significant challenges for technology companies. Therefore, we continue to oppose this motion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the second opposition. And now to open the speaker case for the government team. Please welcome Rahmawati. You may start your speech in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Okay, everyone, my name is Rahmawati. It's the number 222-324-0115. And I stand as the government wife, as the final speaker for the government team. I will summarize why our side shall win this debate. Throughout this debate, the government team has consistently proven that social media platforms should be legally responsible for misinformation shared on their platforms. First, we demonstrate that misinformation causes serious harm to society. False information regarding health, politics, and public safety can mislead millions of people and create real-world consequences. The opposition never denied that misinformation is harmful. Instead, they only argued about who should be responsible. For second, we explained that social media platforms are not passive space. They actively use algorithms to recommend, promote, and amplify content. When a platform pushes misinformation to millions of users, it becomes part of the distribution process. Therefore, responsibility shall not fall only in individual users. Third, we show that social media companies have the technology and resources to reduce the spread of misinformation. These platforms already detect hate speech, violent content, and copyright violence. Therefore, it is reasonable to expect them to take action against harmful misinformation as well. Now, let us compare both sides. The opposition argues that users shall be solely responsible for misinformation. However, this argument ignores the enormous influence that platforms have in spreading content without algorithms and recommendation system. Misinformation will not spread as quickly or as widely. The opposition also claims that legal responsibility threatens freedom of speech. However, our proposal does not restrict freedom of speech. It only requires platforms to take reasonable measures against harmful misinformation. Freedom of speech shall not protect false information that endangers society. Okay, finally, the opposition argues that identifying misinformation is difficult. While challenges certainly exist, difficulty is not an excuse for inaction. Many platforms already cooperate with expert fact-checkers and advanced technology to address this issue. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the key question in today's debate is simple. Should powerful companies that influence billions of people be accountable for the harmful misinformation they help spread? Okay, our answer is yes. The government team has proven that misinformation causes harm, that platforms play an active role in distributing content, and that legal responsibility encourages accountability and public safety. Okay, for all these reasons, we strongly urge this House to support this motion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the government speaker for the speech. And now to open the case for the opposition. Please welcome Dinda Maharani. You may start your speech in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dinda Maharani, and my student number is 2223240032. And I stand as the opposition whip, as the final speaker of the opposition team. I will summarize why our side should win this debate. Throughout this debate, the government has argued that social media platforms should be legally responsible because misinformation causes harm. We agree that misinformation is harmful. However, the key question is not whether misinformation is harmful, but who should be held responsible. Our team has consistently demonstrated that responsibility should remain with the individuals who create and spread false information. First, we explained that social media platforms are not the authors of misinformation. Users create the content and therefore users should be accountable for their action. Second, we provide that legal responsibility threatens freedom of expression. When companies fear legal punishment, they are more likely to remove content explicitly. This can silence legitimate opinions and reduce public discussion. Third, we showed that determining misinformation is often difficult. Many issues involve different perspectives, changing evidence, and disagreement among experts. Therefore, expecting platform to make perfect decision is unrealistic. Now let us compare both sides. The government focuses on the harm caused by misinformation. However, they fail to prove why platforms should bear legal responsibility for content created by users. Our side addresses the root cause of the problem by holding individuals accountable instead of punishing intermediaries. The government also claims that technology can solve misinformation, yet they never explain how platforms can accurately review billions of posts without making mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, today's debate is about fairness, freedom, and practically holding social media platform legally responsibility may sound appealing, but it risks censorship, unfair punishment, and excessive regulation. For this reason, we strongly urge this House to reject this motion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the opposition speaker, for the third opposition speaker for the speech. And please give a round of applause to both teams for an excellent